Would you like to earn dollars while you fly? A show of hands. Thank you. And that's what Bluebees offers you from Air France KLM. The thing is, people get the idea that airlines only look at big corporates, especially airlines like ours, Air France KLM. But today, I'm here to let you know that we also think and actually have developed a product, a service for SMEs. We understand the nature of SMEs. We understand that you do not have the kind of travel budget for your business travel, or maybe you want to take a holiday, you've worked hard all the year, and you want to spoil yourself and go on a holiday. So we have this program that is called the Bluebees program. And really it is true that for every flight you make, you actually earn dollars. Trust me, it is true. So how does it work? First, you need to have a registered company. That is all that you need. And then, talking e-commerce, you don't have to see someone. You don't have to come to our office. All you need to do is to go to bluebees.com and you can register yourself, put in your details. We will get an alert and someone will contact you. Now, what are the benefits for your business? Each flight you make, wherever you go in the world, you earn what is called blue credits. Every blue credit that you earn on your flight is equivalent to a US dollar. And how is that useful to you? It means that if in the course of your travels over time, you have earned enough dollars, the next trip, you don't have to pay us. You can use your blue credits to pay for your next plane ticket. It's as simple as it goes. Or maybe you want some additional service. You've already bought your ticket, and you want to do maybe a cabin upgrade. You can pay with your blue credits. And the beautiful thing is that you have a platform dedicated to Bluebees clients, and you can actually go in and do everything by yourself because you're registered. You have an administrator, and you have your special sign-in code unique to you. Nobody in our organization has access to it. So the bottom line is that you are in control of what you do on that platform for your company. And then, like other flyers who fly with us, you get registered on our Flying Blue scheme. But the special thing is that as you earn your miles on our Flying Blue program, you also earn your blue credits equivalent to USD on the Bluebees scheme. And it is quite simple. So we have a stand here in the booth, and if you want to learn more on how you can get on the Bluebees program, which is our loyalty program, dedicated solely for SMEs. So it is a special thing for SMEs. So the big guys, we lock them out. They don't get that benefit, especially for you. Do I get a round of applause for Air France KLM for that? So we think about the SMEs, we know what their challenges are, and we identify with their needs. Now, back to the e-business for SMEs. Over the years, managing SMEs, because I've managed quite a few in different industries, I always ask one question when someone comes to say, look, I want to do a startup, and comes up with a proposal, and I ask, what need do you meet? You need to meet a need, because if you meet a special need, then you carve a niche for yourself. You need to bring something to the table that differentiates you from every other person. You know, I've worked many years in the fast-moving consumer goods industry. And a few years ago, even after I'd left the industry, I was working in a shopping mall, and I was shopping, and I went through the detergent space. And I was working, and I said, look, I think we have a need here. I was telling the person that was with me that, look, we need to have detergents that are antiseptic in nature, because everybody has gone health conscious, hygiene conscious. That is a need. And do you know what? A few months later, I went back to the same shopping mall, and guess what I found on the shelf? I found a detergent that had antiseptic properties. And guess what? It wasn't made here. It was an imported brand. I was elated. I was really very happy that, oh, this is good. So someone was thinking along where I was thinking. Now, that manufacturer has carved a niche for themselves. They've created a market for themselves. They've set a pace. They have changed the face of that industry. There's a lot of competition. Okay, pardon me. I don't want to use the word competition. I've learned something today. Other players. Now, I believe that the space, the business space, is big enough for everyone. But the most critical thing that differentiates you from every other person, that doesn't make everyone not think, oh, this is one of the pack, is the different need that you meet. So you need to look for that need that the society has, and you need to meet that need. And once you know that need, then it's very easy for you to identify your target segment. It then becomes very easy for you to know the kind of language, the message that you communicate your product, your brand, to that target segment. Now, one thing I learned over the years in sales is that people don't really buy your products. People buy the benefits. It could be real, it could be perceived. So your communication to your market really matters. I was asking the host, Mr. Okafor, and because I noticed I'd met him somewhere else some years before, and I noticed he was very passionate about Air France. And today I got time to speak with him, and I asked him, what is it that really makes you very passionate about this brand? And he started saying a lot of things that he felt was unique, that he gets only when he's on Air France. And for that reason, even when I was offering to him that, okay, we have partnerships for you to go to certain continents in the world, it might make your journey easy, but it's still our partner. And you know what he said? He said, okay, it doesn't matter. Put me on the Air France plane. So there's something that the brand offers that he connects with. So you need to have something that your audience, your target market, can connect with you. Another thing that I've observed over the years working with SMEs is the fact that you need to have your rules and you need to obey your rules. You know, I had a friend once who resigned from paid employment and said she wanted to go into business. And we sat down together and we did her business plan. And then every month I was checking up on her on the business plan. How far did you go on this KPI? Where are you on your finances? It got to a point I said, you know what? You need to pay yourself. So you don't dip your hands into your business funds because you are the sole person in control. So, and she had to keep her books. So you need to have a set of rules and you need to have the discipline to keep to those rules. Now, if we come to e-commerce, it would interest you to know that once with Air France KLM, you can make your booking online, you can put in your Bluebees number online, you can make your payments online, We see your payments, and we issue your ticket and send it to your email address. So everything is e-based. And you know the beautiful thing? We have apps. We have the Air France app. We have the KLM app. So you get updated on information on your flight. So for example, if there's going to be a change of boarding gates, you get to see it on your app. If there's going to be any delays, you get to see it on your app. So business these days has gone E. If you see the level of activity, especially on the social media space, that is why you find out that a lot of companies actually run a lot of campaigns, run a lot of adverts on the social media space. So as an SME, you need to get on that space. But again, you need to get on that space in a very differentiated manner that will make me and someone else who goes to your page or who sees your ad on another page to remember you. I know that there's something about colors in the online space. So you need to choose your colors that will attract attention to you. And if you want to even look at advertising, the e-space, the way I see it, is a lot cheaper, and then you reach more people. So what you communicate about your brand on the e-space is really very important. Let's look at it. Now it's all about what we give. If we look back some couple of years ago at the aviation industry, the airline space as it was, I understand we were sitting down to issue tickets, one long paper, and if we needed to communicate with our head office, finance department, we would use something like, I don't know what it's even called. I met someone who retired some 15 years ago, and he was telling me the stories, and I was, what? But today, it's different. And I put a challenge here to you as SMEs. What is it that you can bring to solve the needs of the aviation or the airline industry? For example, some people navigate through their airports, through hubs. Is there a need for an app to help someone navigate through the hub? There must be a need. So my challenge to you would be to also find out what are the needs in every sector of the economy, the aviation and airline inclusive, and how can you present a service or product in the e-space that can meet that need? I leave that as a challenge to you because really there are needs. And it would be great if we can have Nigerian minds, SMEs in Nigeria, who can, prefer those solutions. And lastly, I would say for an SME, because SMEs are tempted to procrastinate, to think that they cannot do it, to think that there's so much going against us in our environment. I like to think of the opportunities. I prefer to see the opportunities. And I leave the challenge to you to think of what you can do in the e-space to make our business, to make different businesses in Nigeria or in the world globally a lot better. We have offered to you as Air France KLM the Blue Bees program, which is really internet-based. You are in control of your travel, you are in control of your bookings, you are in control of your ticketing, you are in control of how you use your rewards, how you use the dollar or blue credit that you have accrued to fly. Everything is in your control. But then it would also be nice if as SMEs, you were to come up with a program, you were to come up with a solution that can also help our business do better. Thank you.